Now that we've come to the end of our inner core, what you need to do to finish it off is, I've already cut mine off. Cut it, and it's just as easy as can be. You're going to go and just continue to take your needle down to the next row. And that will be the way you finish it off. Instead of wrapping the coil individually, you'll just keep going over the top into that second row and pulling your string through, keeping it tight. And it will look a little different, as you can see there. I mean, you'll be able to see where the ending is. And you can go a little closer to the end with, your individual wrapping if you desire to. I myself, I don't mind, the wider coil showing how you finished it off. Some people are really picky. So, it's whatever you feel comfortable with. And it's the same thing I tell my students. It's when they're doing them, it's their project. So I like to give them a little bit of freedom in how they finish it off, because it's, like I said, it's theirs. And they may like it a different way. What I'm concerned about when they're doing this project is just their form and whether or not they're doing a complete job, if they're putting their best effort forward. Because if you teach middle school, you know that some of those middle school students have an attitude, it's not that important. And they don't really care about their finished project. But I tell my kids, if you want a good grade, you got to put your best foot forward, complete projects, and they don't have to be perfect, but I want to see that they've put their energy into it and done their best. I don't like it when they just, throw it off as if it's nothing. Okay, we're almost to the end of covering up the white, the cord. Now I've got this one little spot there, you can see that. I'm just going to take another stitch and go back over that and see if I can catch that up. And then pull it tight. And to finish off your string, you can simply go back. And what I usually do is I go around the one coil, and then I just go through and slip my needle down and kind of run the thread over and under on the coils until I feel like it's, in far enough that it's not going to come out. And since I'm using a multicolored thread, it doesn't, show up as much. If we were using a solid colored thread, I'd probably be a little more careful. And then you simply pull off your needle. Trim your thread. And you have a finished project. And in case you're wondering, I had made this to hold like my scissors and my needle and the things I use when I do pine needle basketry. So I got myself a little case or container to hold those things, so I always know where they are, because I get a little forgetful sometimes and misplace scissors or needles. So this is going to help me keep them in place.